Hey guys, my name is Brian. Here on The End User, we talk about not just smartphones, but all things tech. Today we're talking about the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the iPhone 13. But before I do have links in the description below for all the gear that I'm using, so go ahead, go down there and check it out. Pretty excited about my upcoming content. I'm also gonna do a review on the iPhone SE. I have it right here. I'm gonna be comparing that to the iPhone 5. Oh man, this is old school, check it out. And I'm gonna be comparing it to also the Galaxy S. And I mean the Galaxy S, not 1, not 2, not 3. I also have a review of the Mac Studio coming, and that guy's like, check it out, boom, right here. And absolutely excited about this guy. And I have the Studio display coming in, so stay tuned, hit that notification bell so you can be notified for the upcoming content. Looking back at the last 6 months of having the iPhone 13 has really brought to light a lot of the issues people have with upgrading the iPhone year over year. The jump in technology isn't substantial enough to warrant an upgrade. It may have better battery life, a higher refresh rate display, and marginally better camera, but a lot of these things have diminishing returns. Now don't get me wrong, the iPhone 13 is an amazing phone in and of itself. You're definitely at the highest tiers of what you can get, but how much you need an iPhone and how much you want an iPhone are two different stories. This is often driven by the need of not being left out or the desire of always having the latest and the greatest, and the question is, do you need the iPhone 13 Pro? But when you look at the iPhone 13 objectively, you find that from the last few years of iPhones, the iPhone 11, 12, etc., there isn't a significant enough difference to warrant picking up a brand new $1,000 phone. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loves the latest and greatest technology. So then that begs the question, why did I pick up the iPhone? While the improvements aren't groundbreaking, they're certainly notable. This year's refresh has much better battery life, a significantly faster processor, and of course, a cool steel finish right here, and of course the new Alpine Green. The Pro versions with 256 gigs of storage or more have even better video quality in the form of Apple ProRes, a video format usually used in professional workflows for video editors and videographers. But a half year later, the features that pushed me into picking up the iPhone 13 Pro have all been forgotten or mostly unnoticed, except for the battery life. So why would you spend close to $1,000, usually more, for a phone to give you better battery life? I mean, there has to be better ways around this. Does that really make any sense? The iPhone 13, with all of its bells, its whistles, its technologies, its improvements, is simply a phone I cannot recommend for the rest of 2022. The iPhone 14 will be out at the end of this year, hopefully in tow with huge improvements over current and recent generation iPhones. But rest assured knowing that the iPhone 13, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, all of them are nothing more than an S upgrade. An S added to the many half-tier upgrades over the more than decade of years that Apple's been making iPhone. I think there's still one small segment of people that I can recommend the iPhone 13 to, and that's anyone that has a phone, generally a phone, Android or iOS, 3 years or older. If you're someone that loves the latest and greatest and just simply didn't want to burn a hole in your pocket, the iPhone 13 is there's no better place to jump on than with the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro. But if you want to hold on to your phone and you have an iPhone, you don't have to upgrade, and that's what a lot of reviewers don't tell you. You can go to the Apple Store and upgrade your iPhone battery, get it replaced for $69, and usually the older phones for $50. And I would recommend, if you want to hold on to your phone and wait for that 14 and the rumored full display without the notch kind of over here, then go to the Apple Store, replace your battery, $50. It's insane. And then wait for the iPhone 14. If you own an Android phone, should you be swapping over to an iPhone? And I don't think the jump is as jarring and controversial as people make it out to be, and everyone's super dramatic on the internet. But in my opinion, 100%, I think you should absolutely swap over to the iPhone. The ecosystem is stronger, more cohesive, the apps are better, security is more secure, software updates are guaranteed for 5 years in comparison to most Android phones, I believe, are 18 to 24 months. And anything longer is usually just security updates. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone isn't perfect, and no product is. Apple isn't, Google isn't, no one's perfect. And that's not to say that I don't love the Android operating system. I used it exclusively for 12 years, including the non-pixels of like the G1, which is the original Google phone. But hang tight, wait for the iPhone 14. Anyway, that was my review of the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro Max. If you agree, which many of you won't, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you think of whether you have the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro. My name is Brian. I'll see you right here next time on The End User.